Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball chat. Here we go, football family. BCN Sports watch along of English Premier League. Happy Sunday morning to the family. My name is Benton, along with the family George. Arsenal versus Man United. Ready, boss. How you stay? Yeah.
Number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be.
Happy Sunday. Ready up.
Wait, is that Grace Trilla's Bridge Over Troubled Waters?
No, that's for later. This is I can't even walk without him holding my hand.
Who's holding your hand?
I don't know if it's a devil or if it's God. I'll let you know in 2 hours.
All right, how about you don't walk? You just sit down.
If I sit down, I might sink.
All right, let's get to it. Arsenal versus Man United kicking off here in what? Another 12 minutes. Feature game for the weekend, I think. Let's run to the starting 11. Over to you for your Manchester United starting 11 and Ruben Amorim starting 11 family.
So we have Bayanda in goal. Defenders are Delit, Euro, Shaw.
And people have note, you can see the expressions coming through as Junior goes through the starting 11. Continue.
Wingbacks, Dorgu, Dallo. Midfielders, Bruno and Casemiro. 2 number 10s, Cunha and Buomo. And Mason Mount.
A little bit of excitement, family. I mean, it's match day 1. I mean, Junior, your thoughts on your starting 11 by Ruben Amorim?
For that joke aside, I think Ruben is clearly playing to he's playing for the draw, playing for control of the game. He's playing to maintain possession. He's playing to stifle Arsenal. That's the plan. From a Manchester United perspective, this game could possibly go like when Manchester United played against Man City in the FA Cup final, when Man U defeated Man City when they played with the false 9. That's what this game is.
All right. Why? We have to lively up yourselves and don't be no drag. Starting 11 from Mikel Arteta, and of course we always have the question for Arsenal, if not now, when? What Arsenal fans hope this is the beginning of EPL trophy coronation year, trophy winning year, what, 21 years? Come on. Starting 11, Raya in goal, Gabriel Saliba are the centre-back pair, Ben White, right back, Calafiori, left back, fully fit, fully healthy back with the group. Midfielders, Zubamendi takes his place in the hole. Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard rounds out the midfield trio. Big money striker, Gyökeres Gabriel Martinelli on the left, and Mankal Saka on the right. Mikel Arteta says, yo, I mean, they are well aware of the pressure and them ready. Arsenal team, first starting 11th Premier League season 2025-2026. Junior, if not now, when? This is the start of what Arsenal fans hope. This is our winning trophy team. Your thoughts?
Yeah, and you know the weird thing about this is and you might laugh at me when I say this, but this is more pressure on Arsenal than it is on Manchester United for this game. Because on paper and using common sense, Arsenal should be the better team. Arsenal is the better team. Arsenal should win this game going outright, right? This is a complete team. They have no weakness in this team. I mean, we can argue that Martinelli has a lot to prove. We can argue that Gyökeres and Zubimendi need to be incorporated within this team. But they are not playing against a team that is expected to give them problems, right? That's just looking at it from just objective eyes. However, and this is the big however now, common sense should dictate this is still Old Trafford. This is still Manchester United on the badge, regardless of how bad the team is. This is still the mighty Old Trafford. You will still have Alex Ferguson in the stands. You will still have the 80 or 75,000 fans for Manchester United sitting in the stands. And these Arsenal players will know the gravity of this game. So I think this is going to be a closer game than many people think, only because of Arteta's approach. And the first 5 minutes will be telling. Does Arteta respect Manchester United enough to allow them to play around in this game? That is all this game comes down to. And I'm putting it solely at his feet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to do any extra ins and out. There's a lot being said about extra analysis. I don't need to do any sort of, AI generated read out any AI generated information. Bottom line is this: Arsenal Football Club needs to win a Premier League trophy. And it starts today. Statement game. Theaters of dream. It no matter, win the football game. And what would be great is to win it emphatically. On the Manchester United side, I love to see Mbomo and Coutinho roll some ball. I saw a few games in the preseason. It's nice to see Mason Mount look like he's rediscovering a few, some of the old stuff that he had at Chelsea. But the bottom line for me is Arsenal not only should dominate this football game, they should win this football game. I
agree 100%. And this game, for me, the biggest game of the weekend was Newcastle versus Aston Villa because of the ramifications. This game is more of a legacy game. However, this could be a season-defining game for both teams. Now, I'm going to predict that this is a draw game. And everybody should know I'm a Manchester United fan. But I'm going to predict this is a draw game only because of the history behind the two clubs. And I just don't think Arteta has the kahunas to go into... Look, Jose Mourinho has the kahunas. Arne Slot has the kahunas. Jurgen Klopp has the kahunas. Pep Guardiola is the kahunas. Arteta is trying to mimic, Arteta is trying to grow his kahunas. And this is your poor bet. Brother, Man City laid a marker down yesterday, running Wolves off the field. Liverpool showed in the last 10 minutes of their game who they really could be. Arsenal, this is on you. Step up or step out. Make this a 3-horse race or just don't bother come to the Premier League table. This is a season-defining game. It's a very early season-defining game, in my opinion. Because if Arteta can come out there and dominate Manchester United and beat them like they should, everybody's ears is going to stick up in the next 2 hours like, wait, maybe this is a different Arsenal. Maybe. So let's see. I'm excited.
All right, let's get 3 minutes away from kickoff, and I fully agree with a lot of what you just said. The season-defining moment, I probably won't use that phrase, but I agree with that line of reasoning because, brother, you can't spend, 190 million pounds thereabout as an Arsenal Football Club, finish 3 years in a row, so essentially went out and addressed the key part, i.e., you got a number 9. A pure out-and-out goal scorer. Gyökeres scored a bag of goals at Sporting in Portugal. So, we don't know long talking this year, Arsenal fans have told me. It's now, them now United. Big up yourself, countryman. Keys to the game for you, for both of these teams. Not draw a football game. It might end up being that, what does each of these teams need to do to win this ball game, other than the obvious, score more than the other?
I think starting fast and imposing your will. This Manchester United team today is built. Ironically, people are thinking this has been a defensive mindset. It's not. They're actually built to press and press high, press early. So can Arsenal start early and impose themselves? Or can Manchester United start early? I've been hinting towards it the last couple of weeks when we've been on live. Remember, Ruben Amorim's first 3 games when he came last year, they scored within the first 3 to 5 minutes at each game. Granted, they weren't playing against great teams. However, that was kind of a symbol of Ruben ball. That's what he did to Man City when he had Sporting. When Sporting caught Man City napping in the Champions League. Granted, Man City came back and waxed them the next game. But we saw a semblance of what he wants to do. That, to me, is the key of the game. The first 5 minutes. Let's see which team shows up. If Arsenal shows up with the Arteta, we're just going to be here, knock the ball around, try to get ourselves into the game. If they do that, they allow Manchester United to come in the game.
Start fast. Speed.
You have to start fast.
Start fast. Arsenal key, and I think they went out this year and tried to address some of those things. Start fast. Game is on Peacock for the US audience, family. Remember to smash the like button. Tell a friend about the show. Tell a friend about the show. We're ready. This is it, man. We have the summer transfer window still open. But I think for Arsenal Football Club, maybe one more player. This is probably this is their team. This is it. So run ball game. Let's go.
They need Eze. Looking at that left side for Martinelli. Martinelli is holding somebody's position. Wherever you are right now, show everybody that's tuning in, hit the follow button. Also follow us on YouTube. Only 23 followers away on YouTube. Go to YouTube right now. Look up BCN Sports. We are on live. Go to BCN. Get there. Search BCN Sports or search Ball Chat Podcast. You will see our logo there. Go ahead and just hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, please. It costs nothing to subscribe. We have a lot of watchers right now on Facebook as we're about to have kickoff.
Yo, of course, Ball Chat 5 p.m. Kickoff show, season premiere, football roundup show, Ball Chat Weekly this afternoon at 5 p.m. So tune in later on as we do a recap of the Premier League, EPL, Jamaican Football Report, and such and such.
At 5 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Eastern. Wow, 4 p.m. Jamaican time, right?
4 p.m. Jamaican time, 10 p.m. in the UK. So watch out for that.
All right, Bridget. Califury, let's go. Junior, Matheus Cunha. What role he plays? He drops in the 10 role?
Yes. And here's Mboma breaking away 4 against 3 for Manchester United. This could be. Put the ball
down. Brian Mbomo sending in Coutinho. Cunha probably should have gone to another option on the left side there rather than there was another open player on the left side there. Who was that open player, Junior? Arsenal might asking for a foul there. If that had scored.
Them can't ask all them want. That, you see, that's the first 5 minutes of the game. You see? And there go the early press. That was it though, Benton. That was the chance. 5 against 3.
Yeah. Mboma should have lifted his head up and look. A wide open ball on the left. Play the ball to the man on the left. Big up to all the people on Facebook. Remember to subscribe to BCN Sports. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube page. This is what we do. We're all about sports and the community family. Big up on yourself. Yo, no stress for Arsenal fans tonight Sunday, you know. And a Manchester United man texts me say, yo, ready for the look of Duppy Bat side, yeah.
And Manchester United clearly starting on the front foot.
Yes, but Arsenal surely must have expected. Promising young player in Dorgul. Looking forward to see him grow, take a next step in his progression this year. Really like his energy, really like his effort on this left side for Manchester United.
You know who else too? Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro is he came with a very high tag of expectation.
Yes.
And mounted a great tech down there. And he's living up to it. And I think there's a bit of a butterfly effect around Lenny Yoro and Real Madrid and Manchester United. Because remember, Perez wanted Real Madrid, Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro wanted Real Madrid, but Perez refused to pay.
Yeah. And
imagine where things would have ended up if Lenny Yoro ended up at Real Madrid. Carlo probably would still be there right now.
And not over Brazil.
No, I think Carlo would have had some motivation to stay.
Manchester United having a lot of possession early in the football game. I know we're under 5 minutes in this football game, but come on, Arsenal. We don't have an idea. No, I know some people probably say, are you an Arsenal fan?
You did pick them to win.
I did pick them to win the Premier League, definitely. I have a lot of friends who are Arsenal fans. And for the record, my friends who are Arsenal fans have been suffering for 21 years. And for the last 3 years, it's been quite miserable coming close and still playing number 2. So I care about the well-being of my friends and my fellow human being Arsenal fans. Why not? You know? Start off and win a ball game and elevate the expectation of this year.
And while I do as Casemiro with a stupid pass, while I do agree with you, and even though I'm a Manchester United fan, I too share some of the Arsenal fans that you have. And some of them are quite obnoxious.
Yeah, we have to live with that. I mean, definitely. Some of them are definitely overboard with the thing, you know? Definitely overboard with the thing.
Except
as we've seen the first... Junior, Gyökeres is wearing the number 14. Of course, legendary man himself, Mr. Thierry Henry's shirt. Any extra burden with that shirt number?
Wait, I thought Henry wore 12.
Well, go ahead and check and correct me there if I'm talking stupidness.
Yeah, I could have sworn
Remind me what number Henry wore at
he wore both 12 and 14.
He wore 12 and 14, okay.
And I think you're thinking about Barca, Henry, with the 14. Come on, Mo, take the ball, man.
Ball youth. Why I don't know which version of Mbomo in the get to know. It doesn't look like the good Mbomo.
He's still downloading. This is Manchester United after all. When they transfer players, they don't get the full 100%. It starts at 50%, and it slowly downloads through the season. We don't have high-speed internet at Manchester, sir.
Yeah, he's look a little bit. I mean, and you know, we know the season just starts. You know, yeah. So according to the internet, it says he wore 12 and 14 at Arsenal.
Yeah.
And 14 at Barca. Thierry Henry, that is. So, so any special I mean, I guess in that regard, you know, maybe no extra burden, because that was the original question regarding Gyökeres on that shirt number.
No, because I don't think people care when it comes to shirt number. Well, they do, but I'm talking about Gyökeres and will the pressure, because yes, 14 represents Henry. I don't think Arsenal fans are thinking that. I think what Arsenal fans are thinking about is, can Gyökeres put away the chances that Kai Havertz couldn't? Let's start there first.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
yeah. Arsenal arguably could have had a couple trophies in their locker by now if Kai Havertz had a high completion rate for its goal scoring opportunities. So that is all Arsenal want right now. That's all they care about. Can you convert 10% of the chances that Kai Havertz dash away? Because that might be all they need.
For what? First yellow card, possibly here. So should Saliba have gotten one?
It's a late, but I don't look at. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you. I'm looking at the replay.
No.
Nah, because he did step on his toe, but his studs weren't high.
Yeah, no,
I think that's
not a yellow card for me.
Nah. A beautiful ball there by Delete.
I'm looking. I'm going to keep a close eye on Zubimendi and the ability of and this is one of the things that we're gonna have. Manchester United will probably have to deal with youth and young Dorgo. You know, take that ball down. If you don't necessarily need to try and put it across one time. You know, allow it to drop, and then you have room. You can lift your head up and then try to make a decision, you know?
Oh, the kick to Manchester United.
Luke Shaw back in the thing, Junior.
Yeah, and he's there for not for defensive purposes. I think he's there to be that missing link man in the midfield. But here's where the problem lies. As Saka breaks away, and very well done by Mason Mount. Very well done. And I saw a video online talking about...
Still, that was beauty from Odegaard.
Yeah.
Very well, like you said, very well done by Mason, but yeah.
But I saw a video talking about Ruben Amorim's system. And, you know, a lot was been made about this 3-4-2-1 formation, and Manchester United is a 4-4-2, whatever formation, and blah, blah, blah. You're kind of seeing some semblance of a defensive shape coming through now, you know, because they are very organized. Still a bug side, but they're more organized.
Casemiro in that midfield. Any concern about age and this excessive and a lot of running as required in the system?
Of course. Now, funny enough, I think if Casemiro was playing with with Menu, Casemiro would look better. I think if Casemiro was playing with Ugarte, he would look better. I just don't like the Casemiro and Bruno combination because Bruno hasn't proven that with Justin Casemiro with a great tackle here. Bruno hasn't proven to be positionally disciplined. And that is where Casemiro gets exposed.
And of course, you have Ugarte on the bench as an option.
Yeah. And the thing is, Ruben Amorim came in saying day one he loves Mason Mount, right? And a lot of people don't like the fact that Mount is starting now. But Ruben came in always saying Mason Mount is his type of footballer. And we know why, because of the high pressing, and he's just a 10 that can run in the middle. But Ruben said something at his press conference as Arsenal the ball in the box.
By the way,
this is Bruno.
Morning,
this is
morning,
Bruno.
Junior, sorry, morning, Crime Minister, big up yourself, family. Crime Minister said, morning, BCN family, the starting lineup is a stitch up from Man United coach. The coach showing this notch to get together midfield. So, Crime Minister, have some questions about the midfield. Who's supposed to be in, Crime Minister? Ugarte? Sorry, Junior.
Yeah, but I'm curious to see who would. But Bruno, I think Bruno should not be even be playing.
Arsenal growing into the football game now. Premier League high 14 goals scored from corners last year. Goal Arsenal! The kick off. Finally, kick off. Where the gun them there? Because Arsenal fans them say, rents the machine, Junior is like, I'm still waiting, brother. I'm still waiting.
No, but what the hell is Bayinda doing?
Arsenal with the lead.
But what the hell is Bayinda doing? Like, this is proof Manchester United need a goalkeeper. Like, what the hell is that?
Calafiori. Calafiori with the goal. All right, so who that?
But look at the goal. What the hell is that?
Onana would have saved that.
No, remember Tottenham scored against Onana the same way. We need a goalkeeper. What the hell is this? No, Bayinda getting... No, Saliba clearly blocking off Bayinda. Come on, man.
All right, let's see the VAR assessment here.
That's a foul on the goalkeeper. Look at that.
The man just used him body and easy out of way.
Come on, man.
Hey, by the way, and turn off the phones and put it on silent, as we get messages in from the Manchester United chat. Junior, we're talking in because it's coming through our audio here every time you get a message. 1-0 Arsenal as VAR says play ball.
No, this is no.
Prime Minister says Casemiro have no business in a match like this.
Yo, two things. That's a terrible call. That's clearly that's a clear foul. And two, Bruno is the cause of that goal. He's the one that miscontrolled the ball and gave up the corner.
Oh yeah, I forgot Bruno there. 1-0 Arsenal. As set piece goals working still, Junior. Prime Minister says that week, where is the fight? As in the conceding the goal, probably a little bit more physicality there, I think, from the goalkeeper. Is the interpretation of that comment. My interpretation of that comment. Well, I mean, all right, now Arsenal started out slow. Manchester United dominant in the first part. Probably could have had a goal or a chance, couple chances on goal. Now let's see how both teams respond to this change in dynamics, where Arsenal scored a goal against the runner player, 1-0, and how Manchester United goes about it from here on in. Still, interestingly, Arsenal definitely relinquishing a lot of possession to Manchester United.
So, how is that not a clear path goal, a clear path foul?
Well, it's definitely a
He's
foul.
the
Was a
last
yellow
man.
card.
Zubimendi is the last man. That should be a red card.
Yeah, but is that disruption of a goal scoring chance, though?
Yes, sir. That's a goal scoring opportunity.
You know, I think we went through the same scenario yesterday in the Wish game. And
I know.
VAR said.
Friday.
What game
It was
that?
Friday.
Was it
Friday.
Friday?
Friday with the Liverpool.
Yeah, Friday. What VAR says it's possibly a goal scoring chance, but it's not a goal scoring chance. What was the explanation? What was the language that they said?
I don't.
It wasn't guarantee a goal scoring chance.
I am pissed off. Right?
I think that was it could be a goal scoring, but it's not a guaranteed goal scoring chance. I think that was the conclusion from VAR. So maybe VAR is taking an approach this year where it says, yo,
man, what the hell, man? That's a clear foul.
which one? The goalkeeper?
Of course.
I'm going to let you take it up with the via PGMOL on that one.
Now, of course, come on, say be stronger.
Well, I think there are those who will probably say Onana would have saved that.
What's that, boy? Yo!
But again, our Manchester United fans, don't let your hearts be troubled. Salad under your.
But Luke Shaw, that's how you do it, Luke Shaw. Eat food.
Well,
This is crap.
The man, them I know and get kicked down still.
This is no, but I'm pissed off.
Yeah, Casemiro, the Brazilian midfielder who back in the day or a few years ago was the stalwart in that Brazilian midfield. I take Salad them way there. No, sir. Father time catch up to Alawi Jr.
Yeah, of course. That's why he should not be playing.
I guess Prime Minister probably sitting over here and say, see, this is where I get back up in Salad. This is why I'm not supposed to be in my midfield. No, but what I was saying is that Man United fans, don't let your hearts not be troubled. The team started out well.
And Arsenal is a better team. As long as Man U not get destroyed, I'll be fine. Our real game start next week. I think we play Brentford or Bournemouth next Sunday. That's the real game for me. That's the game that I forgot there and win.
Big up
Right
Michelle.
now,
Michelle just woke up from the snooze fest, which is Chelsea Football Club against Crystal Palace. Michelle, get yourself a cup of coffee there. Chelsea drew 0-0 with Crystal Palace this morning. Probably should have had a goal with Andre Santos late in that football game. Andre Santos open space in the 18, skied it like a field goal to the second row.
But the Eze goal should have counted.
You know, actually, no, it shouldn't have.
Okay.
Yeah, based on, I went back to the law and it was the right call. Based on the law. You know.
Come on, is the best. Come on, says not a girl game. Not every touch is a foul. Ah, boy. It's funny stuff.
20 minutes into the football game.
Should that have been a foul?
Ooh.
You saw the replay.
Yeah. California getting behind. Arsenal, Man United definitely holding that offside trap quite well because the Arsenal, another thing Arsenal spoke about in the offseason and discussed in the offseason from the Arsenal coaching staff at length was playing faster, getting out a lot quicker. This Man United offside trap is going to be central against this to kind of nullify the speed somewhat, you think?
Yeah.
Michelle says Chelsea was done in by the lower block. Yeah, you know, Cole Palmer, I guess the question we talked about Chelsea with the preview last year, this season, we said, you know, if Cole Palmer is not stirring the drinks for Chelsea, who else is going to be that creative force? You know, I thought Joao Pedro looked like a Brighton player today, but Estavo came on and did something, injected a little bit of energy. I don't know. Chelsea have to probably figure out this creative 10 role this year.
Yeah. I think it's more, we'll talk about that 5, but I think it's more about their approach to the game. I think the tactics, I think football is now more about tactics than individual approach to games. So back in the day, we would say a Cole Palmer should be, like you said a while ago, and rightfully so, should be the straw that stir Chelsea's movement and approach to the game. But the way how Chelsea approach a game slow, that limits what a Cole Palmer can do because of the defensive team's reaction. So it's Cole Palmer versus 10 players right now when he's trying to go off the cuff and trying to apply himself individually. And that just don't work.
So, regarding this football game, Zubimendi's role in the deep now frees up Declan Rice to go further forward. If you notice, you know, Declan really pushing up higher. What's that? Oh, this is our brother I make goalkeeper easy him off, sir. Arsenal playing around with it there, run at the back. Miscontrol.
You know Man U going to win this game, right? I'm actually pretty confident that Manchester United will get a chance to win this game. I'm pretty confident of it now.
You know, I think it was Michelle that said it's gonna be she's hoping for a draw, and this might be a draw football game. You know, and the reason being is that United is threatening. And you know, it's ultimately, you know, we look back at the Mbomo missed opportunity and, you know, to switch the ball to the left, which would have, you know, one would expect as the game goes along, the subs are going to play an important role in this football game.
Yeah, and Manchester United, this should be a goal for Gyökeres. Nope, Odegaard is a bug. Ball. Good.
Come on, wait, the goal square ready?
Not yet.
Okay, so what you clapping? The swipe from Mbomo?
A good try. No, it take a deflection.
It took a deflection.
He was going to beat Raya. That was going to be a goal if that had gotten through.
Yeah.
But Raya was going the opposite side. I promise you. I can't prove it, but
okay, he was trying to go the opposite.
Raya was already leaning to the opposite side. If that had gotten through, it's an easy goal. Pass right into the goal.
Michelle says Enzo did not look much fit, and I don't know why. Yeah, good question. And maybe there's a part and parcel of it is still pre-season to some players mentally. They must start slow. I think Chelsea needs to get Romeo Lavia healthy and fit because he's such an important part of whatever they're trying to do. He's an essential part, I think, in that midfield. I can't put on my pot pan fire for Enzo Fernandez. And I would tell Chelsea fans not to. But full recap of English Premier League at 5 p.m. Eastern. You know, more deep dive. And we'll hear from the Chelsea fans. Our Chelsea fan, come on, later on, because I'm sure she will have some interesting things to say about her team. Starboy, how big of a season this is for Gabriel Martinelli? How can I be able to shot that, brother?
How big of a season? I think Martinelli is on the way out. I think Martinelli has a big couple of weeks, and I think he should be the most unsettled player in this Arsenal team right now until the transfer window closes. Then he knows where he stands.
So, but
Because
if he's on the way out, I mean, of course, Trossard and Madueke are both on the bench. Madueke right wing and Wanari. I'm looking forward to see Wanari get on the field. So if he's on the way out, you think you have enough cover on that left wing? Because this is something that we talk about.
All right, sir. Let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Where did Ezzy play today?
Yeah, but Arsenal now get Ezzy, brother. The man have not the money for sign them big baller.
Where did Ezzy play today for Crystal Palace?
He drifted out to the left.
Ezzy will be wearing Arsenal colors by the end
Not
of the
happening,
transfer.
sir. If I'm wrong, I'll come here and admit I'm wrong. I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
What's going on with Mazuari?
He's injured.
Injured. We're seeing an image of Fridge and Sesko on the bench. Arsenal leading 1-0.
This is actually a very balanced game, apart from the goalkeeper's error. And I'm going to say it's a goalkeeper error, even though it should have been a foul. Ball. Hey boy, Bruno, you make Saka take care of the ball, sir. Yeah, Arsenal cannot play against Manchester United press. The press killing them.
Oh, come on. Come on, brother. You know, supposed to have ball position, people. Come on. We're not doing that kick out the ball for throw this up. Against Bugside.
Yeah. You know,
Martinelli, the track star, gone.
Something I'm seeing, and it's early days. As I see Gabriel Heinze, and I should have brought this up. I think Gabriel Heinze is a difference maker for Arsenal this year. If Arsenal wins a title, I think Gabriel Heinze going to get some of the credit because he brings a type of toughness to his coaching methodology that probably Arteta doesn't. We know about Gabriel Heinze here in Atlanta.
And we all know so we fire him in Atlanta.
Good try, out.
Good try indeed. Good try. Oh, good try indeed. The youngster Dorgo going at them. Left shot from the left side. Off the post. Off the post.
Yo, you know what? Manchester United brass better be on the phone to Paris right now and talking to what name?
What, Donnarumma?
Donnarumma. You should be talking to Donnarumma's agent right now. Because this is all Man U is missing right now is a goalkeeper. Is this the big bad Arsenal?
Yeah, man, make Casemiro open up in the midfield, open up his body and a switch feet. I want to go and run us. Come here. Old foot Casemiro has time to lift his head up, survey the field, and switch the ball. Yo. All right, Arsenal fans, I've seen enough. It's going to be a rough year.
I'm going to wait until the end of the game because I need more data set. But I'm seeing a problem brewing for Arsenal right now. And it's something that I spoke about. I think yesterday I spoke about it. On our preview show, I spoke about why Bruno just give her the damn ball again.
Have to get Matthias Cunha in this football game, though.
Yeah, but we don't have a strength as you call him name and get the ball. I'm running at Arsenal. I'm breaking away, and this could be 1-1. Cunha. Oh!
Matthias Cunha, and that's the thing with. Darwin Núñez would have scored that.
Darwin Núñez wouldn't even get that chance.
Darwin Núñez scored a similar goal for Uruguay. Playing for Uruguay, Darwin Núñez would have scored that.
He has to dribble through 4 defenders first.
Is it me or the Manchester United new transfers look a bit heavy?
You're talking foolishness now. You're talking.
Cunha used to be fast like grease lightning. And Bomo look like him probably need to leg us some of the what Cameroonian jollof rice. Benton,
you're talking about this.
Michelle says Martinelli attempted bicycle kick. I do. Yeah. I don't know what Martinelli was trying. That's all. No need for trying on exuberant, extra. That's all.
Beat the dude.
Right through the middle. Come on, brother. Matheus Cunha again. Good letdown layoff from Mbomo.
The two heavy man them where you just talk about.
Yeah, might as well. Them need to drop off some of the LBs. Michelle says starting was Richarlison. By the way, big up to Richarlison, who started the Premier League season hot like fire. Excellent display yesterday as Spurs fix up a local side. And imagine if Spurs get Eze. And what did Donald say? Big up to the Nigerian, all the Nigerian community. Big up to all the family. Donald said, what is cooking over at Tottenham? They do make these transfers, family.
Yeah, and I think there is still a good player by Odegaard. Very good player. I think over the next couple of weeks, the left-sided midfield position will have some players out there that are going to be on the move. And I think they are going to determine a lot for the English Premier League season. Eze is one. We cannot forget about Alexander Isak. And probably the biggest name in the transfer market that nobody's talking about is Rodrigo. And Rodrigo wants to play on the left. So that position to me, if a team has the money and has the kahunas to go get it, they can. There is potential there that you can have a game-changing player coming in now.
Big up BM, football season official start. BM has arrived. You know what? You know, said yesterday, I said, where is BM? We're not nothing from BM. Hopefully all is well. BM says, the new name threw me off. BCN, big up yourself, BM. Big up, big up, big up, big up. And Junior, we probably need to reintroduce BCN to the family later on, because the man them still a look for ball chat. Of course, ball chat weekly is still occurring Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Jamaica time, 10 p.m. English UK time.
And if people still search ball chat, you will still find us. I'm sure both will work.
Since we don't know European thing, 12 o'clock midnight Africa, ball chat kicking off.
Put it in the middle Euro. Put it in the middle Euro. Put it in the middle Euro. Look at Bruno. Look at Bruno. Oh.
One zero Arsenal leading goal from Calafiori off a corner kick. Arsenal leading Manchester United opening weekend in the English Premier League. Goal in the 13th minute from Calafiori. Manchester United missed a future. Yo, Martin Odegaard, look a bit soft upon the wonder, brother.
But Martinelli wasn't in. Martinelli's lost enough. Jesus!
Big up PM. Big up. Football family, if you're new to ball chat, ignore the Manchester United fan Junior, because he wears his emotions and the sleep as the ball run across the face of the goal. And he will be living on the edge all season because of Manchester United. And understandably so. And what we had Casemiro probably might be looking at a card there. But the ball ran across the face. Takes a lot under your cloth, youth. Watch out. And I guess the ultimate question is how Manchester United have not scored. They've hit the post and the ball ran across the goal from 2 yards out. And now we're probably seeing
he saved it. You know that, right?
Yes, he pushed it.
Saved it.
Yeah,
Him save it.
David Rea pushed it. Yo, where the new striker there? Where the new striker there? Cunha is saying, nobody not down the middle, brother. Nobody not down the middle. Matthias Cunha.
I think it's more mad that he didn't score.
Matthias Cunha, very, very animated that how comes that didn't score. BM says, I will definitely be absent during cricket discussion. I haven't watched since Lara retired. We have cricket, we have track and field, we have all the above. And NFL, Junior is the NFL expert. So and we're going to have an NFL guest when the season starts, come do a recap. But World Championship starting soon, so we'll do a watch along for some of the big races in the World Championship. We saw Kishian Thompson defeated Noah Lyles yesterday, and it was a good win by Kishian. Very good victory, but the closing speed of Noah Lyles definitely have me concerned about this World Championship 100 meter. But back to the football game.
Which Noah Lyles will we see though?
This is true. Which one will we see? The one that pushed down Kung Fu Kennedy, or one that Kung Fu Kennedy pushed down, or the one who had the foolishness? We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it depends on the nail polish on his finger.
Yeah. These wingers for us now. Yo, time for your man them come earn them money, you know, brother.
Well, a goal for Arsenal coming right now.
And why do we have messages sound coming through? I'm not getting any messages. Is that Junior?
Yeah, it's my WhatsApp.
Still 1-0 Arsenal as we approach halftime, family.
How the hell I turn this off?
And by the way, football family, if there, since it's BCN Sports Network, if there are things that you want us to cover, you know, this channel is for the fans, created by sports fans for the fans. So if there are things that you want us to discuss, then, you know, tell us. I mean, we're not married to no, well, me know say me not married to no team, and I'm not married to any sport. So, you know, just send us an email, ballchatpodcast@gmail.com, or drop it in the comment section. You know, we are here to cater to the fans, you know. Don't know. And we'll probably, we're going to do more culture interview. Of course, we interviewed Anthony Malvo last year, so we might get some artists forward in now and again. Junior will probably juggle some 90s dancehall and some 90s tune now and again. So it's not just sports, it's sports, entertainment, and community interaction. Yo, give me shirt afterwards, Mboma. Tell the man, say, California, if you want the jersey, I'll give it to you, brother. I will sign it and give it to you. Dangerous attack by Manchester United.
Hey, this game is finally poised. Man, you just need. I think that you see, this is the thing with Mason Mount. Mason Mount has great potential. He brings great potential. However, he will go missing, and I think Mount has gone missing. And where Mount has gone missing, this is where you would rather have a Sesko up at the front, right?
BM says, if I'm Noah Coleman, of course, Chris Coleman, or Kenny, Kung Fu Kenny, I wouldn't be worried about Kishian Thompson. There's still a month left for world champs, and Kishian doesn't look very smooth. You know, of course, the Olympic silver medalist. But we'll chop it up. You know, in fact, we'll probably, as we get close to the World Championship, we'll have track show previewing the events and, you know, getting updates on injuries and so forth. You know, we'll discuss it for certain. In fact, we probably need to get some athletes and come forward and discuss. I'm still trying to get Shelly Ann Fraser the Great, who's an Arsenal fan. From we make a joke about Arsenal to her, she kind of cut me off. Yo, we asked Shelly say, how comes you are the great and you support Arsenal?
From that in a year again.
From that in a year from the majestic Shelly and Fears of Rise. Huh? Big up yourself, family.
Come on, Manu. Come on, Manu. Oh, it, boy. Manu doing everything right except scoring.
Ruben Amorim will be impressed with that first half. I mean, Arsenal and Mikel Arteta will be happy with the lead, but concerned about the display for certain. I mean,
honestly, if Ruben is the type of coach to bring Manchester United out of the current position, he wouldn't be happy with the first half. Because you can't win, you cannot win a game if you don't take your chances. I mean, that goes without saying. And that's a very obvious statement, right? And you get your opportunities to take your chances and you don't take them. That is a problem. So you can't be satisfied with that. You might play to your expectation and you're not satisfied with the results.
What kind of cross is that, brother? Whatcha? Okay. I big money transfer that? cross the ball for sure. Half time. First half, family. We run through some of my first half stats. 1-0 Arsenal. Talk to me, Junior. Your thoughts on the first half?
It's close to what I expected. Arsenal created their chance and took it. Both teams have created their fair amount of chances. Manchester United have come closest to scoring, other than Arsenal for obviously scoring, but you don't celebrate near misses, especially when you're down 1-0. So both teams can go into the half feeling like we just need to make a small amount of changes to become more comfortable. Because I don't think Arsenal is comfortable leading. Now, two factors. First off, Manchester United was playing with the sun in their back. Don't know how much that affected Arsenal. I don't know if that even affect them at all. But notice Raya was looking dead into the sun during the first half. Let's see what happens in the second half. Let's see how that play itself out. The other side is, and this is something that I've noticed, and I'm going to watch it even more closely. Zubimendi and Declan Rice is not playing well together. And I think part of the problem is how they are being deployed. And I think Odegaard is also struggling because Odegaard is now playing more back. Last year we saw Odegaard playing more as a 10. This year, currently Arsenal is playing a pure 4-3-3 formation. Odegaard, Declan Rice and Zubimendi, they're the three midfielders. Declan Rice hasn't been in the game because he's more deployed out to the left wing or the left side of the midfield, while Zubimendi is more in the middle. They have to change that around. I don't know why Arteta didn't use a double pivot. I mean, you have Zubimendi and Declan Rice. There's no need for a third midfielder in the midfield. Let Odegaard be Odegaard up in the 10 and let Zubimendi and Declan Rice just be the destroyers that they are in the midfield. So I'm watching that in the second half. I want to watch it closely because I truly think that tactic is hurting Declan Rice.
Big up Dushian December. Dushian says Man United needs a striker. Big up El Pistolero. El Pistolero says Sesko will bring a different dynamics in the second half. Man United need a striker that will live in the box. Is there a reason why Sesko didn't start this ball game, Junior?
Because he hasn't played a game in the Manchester United jersey. You're not going to sign a contract and just come in and walk right into the starting level.
If not, know when. The side finished 15th last year. Is he fit or is he ready for play?
No, Benton. We have to be fair. We have to be balanced. We cussing off Gyökeres right now. Gyökeres doesn't look himself, because he's not used to playing with these Arsenal players. So why are we going to expect Sesko to come out and play good with Man U? It doesn't work like that.
No, but you mean it doesn't work like that. What are we looking for? You sign a striker. Wait. Hear me out. You sign a striker to do a job. If you don't play him today, what is the dynamics and what's the reason for not playing him?
No, he's going to play. He is going to play. Okay. But you're not going to put him under so much pressure to start the game.
So he's too much pressure to start the game. So you decide to bring him on later.
Even if it's Mbappe, you can't start him just now.
Man, please. I want you. We are big man. A ball we are play. Start the man. He's a striker. That's his job.
Well, we've seen Gyökeres, and Gyökeres doesn't look himself right
now. Well, then Gyökeres will have to figure out if he's the solution of this club. I mean, he does do well running on the channel, but the bottom line is that they must start him. Now, big up, They need a striker. Start him.
And Dan, you're not being fair.
How you
He
mean not
hasn't
being
played
fair?
a game.
What is fairness about it? Me I
All
say
right. Okay.
you sign a
All right. Let me ask
striker.
you this.
It's not about trying to be fair. You sign a striker. Here is the responsibility. You need to score a goal. A striker is on the bench. Let's start the man.
All right. So if Sesko started, you do know he's not going to play 90 minutes, right?
Okay, so he's not match fit then.
Obviously, he's not much fit. He hasn't practiced enough. He hasn't trained enough.
Okay.
If you had started Sesko, you know at the 60th or the 65th minute he's coming off.
Okay.
You're better off right now putting him on now. And I don't think, man, look, before Man U
says Sesko hasn't had a competitive game, so I understand why he didn't start him. So the reason for him not starting is that he has not played competitive football.
right. You can't just sign the man off the street and just throw him into the starting 11. You're crazy.
You can't sign a man off high street, brother. Don't bother with the extreme. The man is a football player. Don't talk about him sign off high street. All right, me understand the competitive aspect of it. All right, El Pistolier says Amarin did well with this lineup. No recognized striker is really good because Arsenal backline cannot stick to one player. Cunha, Momo, and Bruno rotating a lot. All right. From the Jokeres, from the Arsenal standpoint, now, you were saying, family.
I just think they have square pegs in round holes. I really do. Looking at how look at what Martinelli has done for the first half. You're telling me Odegaard couldn't do better in that position?
Where? But move Odegaard where?
In the left wing, the front left.
Why?
I think Odegaard is playing too far back. From an Arsenal perspective, Odegaard is playing too far back.
No, me I try to understand. May I try to understand. You want to say Odegaard figure wide or just more closer to Jokeres?
More closer to Jokeres. Okay. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not about wide because football is not static anymore. But where you are deployed makes a difference. Odegaard getting the ball at the center circle when Man U defenders are already back and set up does nothing for them. Odegaard getting the ball closer to the back three does wonders for Arsenal. It's not that difficult. And this is where Arteta pisses me off. Because I too, even though I am a Manchester United fan, part of me would say I have no problem if Arsenal win because I see this team develop over the last 3, 4, 5 years, however long Arteta has been there. I remember day one when Arteta came in and said, all of the ballers, I'm going to want them, leave the side, we're down to bare bones. And you build up the team like this, and all you have to do is mature with the team, and you're not maturing with the team. Zubimendi and Declan Rice should be deployed in the middle of the field and themselves, you two go be the generals that you are. The two best midfielders in the whole game plays for Arsenal, but yet they're both not playing in the middle of the field together. That's a problem.
I guess one of the big thing also is the fact that is the fact that Man United has outshot Arsenal even without a recognizable 9, which I understand in the landscape of not playing or starting Sesko. One of the things that stood out to Arsenal versus Liverpool last year, Arsenal, I think, took a close to less than 102 shots. Less than 100 shots relative to Liverpool. Liverpool took 100 or more shots than Arsenal. And why does that matter? Because if you don't take shots, you don't score. And especially quality shots. Liverpool ended up outscoring Arsenal by 17 or more goals last year. And those things matter because you have to take shots to score. In this football game, Man United, double the amount of shots that Arsenal take?
Yeah. And
Not a good start, but of course them have the lead, so not the overwhelming or the emphatic start I expected from Arsenal, with the transfers on the field.
But that speaks more to Manchester United's organization than anything. And Arsenal is not built. Arsenal, we all joke about Arteta mimicking Pep and building himself to be like Pep, and he is a Timu version of Pep Guardiola. He is. And Arsenal is a Timu version of Man City. And when Man City was developing, they didn't have a lot of shots created for the possession that they have. And that's a difference, because Man City would take shots because they had players that hunted goals. Arsenal doesn't have players that hunt goals right now. I'm sorry. Newsflash. Bukayo Saka doesn't want to score a goal, in my opinion. It seems like he enjoys playing. There's a difference in the approach between for Mboma and Cunha versus how Saka and Martinelli is playing. They are trying to get the ball to the goal. I don't see that from Saka and Martinelli. Can you imagine? Dorgu is bombing down the wing, right? Dallo is staying more at home. So we can kind of excuse Martinelli a little bit. But Dorgu is bombing down the wing. You have Luke freaking Shaw on the left back. And you have Saka, and Saka is not running at Shaw. We have not seen Saka get the ball, put his head up.
Drive.
Like, how the hell are you playing wing for Arsenal? And you have me with my big fat self will take on Luke Shaw and beat him.
May I ask you a question? Before we get to the keys of the second half. By the way, big up Michelle. Michelle, go over Facebook and wild up people and say, yo, underneath it, go over YouTube and subscribe to the thing. Big up, Michelle. Or subscribe to wherever you're watching us. You know, big up. Salute, family. Salute. Make sure.
Respect, Michelle.
Big up. Junior, are we being fair to Arsenal here? Are we being a bit unfair to Arsenal?
No, we're not being unfair to Arsenal.
Okay. Because the bottom line is that they're leading. Keys to the second half for both of these teams. Well, you know, maybe I should answer the question about being fair to Arsenal or unfair. Because since I am the one who only fair and balance in this group, on this platform, because we can't ask a Man United man if we're being fair to Arsenal or unfair.
No. I'll be objective. I do have that ability to be objective.
We need to have objectivity and the appearance of objectivity.
I will be objective.
Keys to the second half for Mikel Arteta. Get 1 year upon the field. The team needs to play quicker. Saka, as you mentioned, should be driving at Luke Shaw. I mean, but is there some level of defense that Dorgu is there to provide some support with the ability to work back quite well. We saw how hard he is back and forth. Is that what's nullifying or limiting Saka's ability to drive at Luke Shaw?
No, what is limiting Saka's ability to drive at Luke Shaw is Arsenal not getting the ball up to field quick enough.
Okay. So the CM slow, quick.
Yeah, it's way too slow.
All right, keys to the game for Man United for me. Get Sesko on at some point, but keep doing what you're doing. Excellent player, even though you're down 1-0. Keys to the second half for you, Junior. For both teams.
For who?
Starting with Arsenal first.
Arsenal have to make a decision. Are they going to go and try to chase the game are they going to chase to put the game away? Or do they have enough confidence that they can keep Manchester United out? I think that's the first thing that have to be derived. So Arsenal is leading. If it's not broke, why are you trying to fix it? You're leading in the game. The key to the game for me is the adjustments within the adjustments. Because adjustments, if you're Arsenal, you are expecting Manchester United to make adjustments. So you have to be reactionary. But unfortunately, your reaction will not come with the luxury of having a halftime break. So the key to the game is that Arsenal has to remain flexible, or it has to become flexible, because if you take off Dalot and put on Ahmad, the problems that you had from Dargu, you're going to get from Ahmad as well. So now Manchester United will be more balanced going forward. If you take off Mount and put on Sesko, your central defenders now will have a focal point that they have to that will get pressure from. But that will also give Arsenal the ability to go forward. They're going to give Arsenal more space to go forward. So how do they approach that? And with that opportunity, how do they take that next step? That's the key to me. Arteta making the adjustments. Manchester United is back out. There have been no substitutions right now. So now Arteta cannot make a quick adjustment, which I think is key by the first 10 minutes. For Manchester United, the key for the second half, take your chances. And if you don't take your chances, Ruben, make a change. Don't wait too long to make a change.
All right, second half is on the way. Any early report card on Zubimendi?
I think him and Declan Rice are struggling for space. And I think you rightfully called that out during the preview show, talking about as Bruno lose the damn ball again. You called it out during the preview show. When my prediction is Declan Rice and Zubimendi would be the best midfield pair in the Premier League. And you said there's no proof of that. Zubimendi need to get acclimatized, and I think that's my return on the report card right now. There's chemistry issues there between Declan Rice and Zubimendi.
Also, I've noted to Arsenal and Arsenal fans and this team, do not let the pressure at the moment get you frustrated. Keep grinding. Stick to your principles. Stick to your play. Accelerate the play. I saw a body language here from Saka. Maybe a slight level of frustration regarding him. And Mikel Arteta also. It's important that you don't express any frustration if you're not getting your way in the second half. The key, essentially, is to take these 3 points. Come hell or high water. Get these 3 points.
That's the operation right now. And it's real simple. If Manchester United doesn't score, Arsenal gets 3 points.
Yeah. Come hell or high water for Arsenal. Got to get these 3 points.
At the end of the day, that's all it should be right now. That's the only thing that matters. So, make me say, I think we're up for, based on, because to be honest, Manchester United doesn't have to do much to create chances in the second half, based on how the first half went, right? Because they created enough chance playing the way they play. So that means the second half is going to be very interesting.
See, Ahmad and Giala warming up, going through the paces very aggressively. Sounds like it will suggest that he's probably coming on maybe the first sub for Manchester United.
Yeah. Now the question is who? Because one will think is Dalot, but then he could take off Mount and put Ahmad in. So we'll see. We'll see.
Michelle says, no more silly mistake, man, you please, and take your chances. Of course, Michelle wants a draw game. She's Chelsea fans, them want draw game. Kai Havertz, as the camera pans to Havertz, what go on? Havertz, I come on him, I put him back him top.
I put that in sweater.
Put that in sweater.
Yeah, brother, put the air sweater and stop smile. Yeah, I warm up for.
So it's interesting on the cameras. Pans to Kai putting on his sweater, and then it goes then to Yakares. Brenton, if you make Kai Havertz take your game,
No,
too early.
But as much as with that joke, but we talk about Yakares and how he's approaching the game and yada yada yada. Yakares is presenting himself like a pure striker for Arsenal. I think the Arsenal players need to learn how to play with us with a pure striker.
All right, well,
Because Yakares is present, He's present, and he's presenting a threat to the back three.
well, he made that run a while ago. Didn't get the pass from Odegaard, so we'll see.
Right. I expect to hear by tomorrow, by 5 o'clock, Donnarumma. Here we go with Manchester United. I'm expecting to hear that tomorrow.
What's the asking price, the transfer fee for Donnarumma?
I think it's only like 26 or 30 million, I think.
But does Donnarumma want Manchester United?
Reportedly, yes.
Okay.
A couple of weeks ago, the answer was yes.
We saw yesterday Man City bench or even left Edison totally out of the matchday squad. Of course, they signed, was it Trafford, a young player that they signed back to Man City. He came to the Man City system. And they started Trafford when I thought that Arteaga would have gotten the start. No discussion or no word of Donnarumma to Man City.
When the Manchester United talks broke down, because I'm not in the meetings, but reportedly, what was said is that Onana said he's not leaving, and that is stopping them from getting Donnarumma. So once
warm up Kai Havertz.
Well, what the hell Casemiro doing a while ago? What Casemiro doing a while ago?
And if I'm Onana, I wouldn't leave either. I was hired to do a job, and I'm doing the job.
And that is the problem. That right there is a problem.
BM says, what are your thoughts on Chelsea's strike options? Jackson, Delap, and Pedro. Well, I look like Chelsea can use Nicholas Jackson. Well, they could have used him today.
I tried. I told you. He had about João Pedro prove himself already, and Ray. I said, no.
João Pedro looks like a Brighton player rather than a Chelsea player, and there's a significant gap between those two football clubs. I hope Chelsea didn't get the Graham Potter version of João Pedro for the Premier League. Speaking of Graham Potter, and again, Football Family will do our Premier League recap in more detail.
But we're not talking about them both sided, though.
Speaking of Graham Potter, let's talk about West Ham got fixed up by Sunderland. As we have an injured player down, Gabriel is down. Junior, 3-0. Libres, Regis. I think Regis are the brother we are coach Sunderland. Regis, Libres. I'm like 3-0, newly promoted Sunderland. Fix up West Ham.
But you know that always happens every Premier League season. You always have that newly promoted team will catch a team napping. And that is a trap game because West Ham went into the end of last year struggling. So if they don't start fast, and Sunderland coming up now, first game back in the Premier League, it is, as Ahmad is getting ready to come out, it's a trap. That was a trap game.
Prime Minister said Casemiro give her the ball twice in as many minutes. Sub!
So
The Prime
let me
Minister
see who is
want,
he,
we
who
have
is he
subs
taking
getting
off?
ready.
Who is he taking off? Who is he
Subs
taking
getting
off?
ready. Subs getting ready. Subs getting ready. Michelle says after that performance, I think we should keep Jackson as well and get Xavi Simmons and Guehi. Yeah, Michelle wants Xavi Simmons and Guehi at Chelsea family. Hey, regarding Chelsea, I thought the young kid Achipong did quite well. I thought he did quite well in the centre back. Dallo is off and Ahmad Dalot is off and Dallo is on. Diallo, yes, Diallo. Thank you. So Dallo and Diallo. Is it Dalot?
Dallo.
Okay. Dallo is off and Diallo is on. Ahmad Diallo.
And what this brings now is more balance, because what Dargu did in the first half, Diallo does that in as well on the right wing. So how will Arsenal fear against that? But what this also does is puts more pressure on Lenny Yoro now and Casemiro, because they're going to have more work to do defensively. So now Manchester United is going to be more dynamic going forward, but they'll be weaker going back. As Sally, hey, Gabriel soft, you know.
Matthias Cunha have emotional problems.
I love that.
Him soon get a red card, don't wait.
But I love that though. I love that.
No, he's not emotional problems, a physical player. Words correct Milan. Very physical player.
That is that emotion, that wearing your emotions and your sleeve has been missing at Manchester United for years.
BM wants to point out that I know Richarlison is scoring now, but he's very inconsistent.
All right. So we'll give you a point I was going to make on Richarlison at 5 o'clock. Sometimes a player just need simplicity. And I think Richarlison is one of those players that the more simpler the task, the more successful he is. And I've always liked, you know that. I've always liked Richarlison. Always liked him. And I think what Thomas Frank does is ask Richarlison to not do anything complicated. Just go out there and be you. You are a score. You are a goal attempt maker. Go out there and make goal attempts. Don't make it too complicated. We're not ask you for whole of possession. Just go out there and be the best you that you can be. And I think that bodes well for him.
I missed a previous comment from BM. BM says Pedro, as in Joao Pedro, looks like a younger version of Richarlison. I'm not sure he's the answer for Chelsea. Michelle says that Casemiro tired already.
Casemiro tired from him come off of the bus. That's, looking at how Man U is playing, they're just missing two players, They just need a goalkeeper and a midfielder to play for beside Bruno.
Prime Minister is quick to point out that is how a goalkeeper is supposed to be strong in the box. Look on Rhea. Fight and punch out the ball.
Well done, Delit. Push out Saka, girl. Get up, boy. See, Man U is more balanced now going down the right side. And Diallo and Mbomo, communication problem. And here's the change from Arsenal now. Now they put in on Madueke, because now Madueke is going to create more problems because they're going to get the ball higher up the field now. Football not that difficult. And I'm going to like this change.
So Madueke is going on for what? Martinelli?
Must be Martinelli. Must. Who that, Kai? Lord of mercy.
Substitutions loading up for Arsenal. What is it? What? Two subs coming on. Kai Havertz and Madueke. Come on, if I feel yuckers. Hey, people dead. Kai Havertz forward in. Run the ball to kill a tune. People dead right now. Kai Havertz about for done people right now.
I think Madueke will create a goal for Arsenal.
Countryman said Kai Havertz understand the link-up play more. So it's understandable to give him 35 minutes. All right, let's see how Kai Havertz and Madueke. I missed the other sub. Who Madueke come on for?
Martinelli.
Oh, Martinelli.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if Michelle's trolling. Michelle says, big signing Madueke on.
I think Madueke is going to make a huge difference this half.
Still 1-0 Arsenal leading. Opening game for both teams in the English Premier League. 1-0 Arsenal goal scored in the 13th minute by Calafiori. 62nd minute of play. And I want to emphasize the importance of Arsenal getting the 3 points. It might be ugly, but you need the 3 points.
No. Yes.
You need the 3 points. Liverpool
but it's two things though.
made a statement to win the other day, and then Man City made a statement to win the other day. You need the 3 points.
All right. Man City's win sent shockwaves. And I think we can agree on that, right?
I wouldn't say they started out well last year. I wouldn't say shockwaves because I saw some issues.
Well, okay.
I saw some issues, but I won't dwell on it.
That win to me created some shockwaves. Liverpool had some questions, but the last 10 minutes of the game to me sent some shockwaves.
Look at Kai Havertz go. And then do what?
He's a perfect defensive striker.
Okay, Corey Burke.
That's exactly who Kai is. We should call Kai Burke. But if Arsenal only wins, thank you, Ugarte. Come on, Ugarte. And Sesko.
Yeah, when Casemiro drug. Pierce yourself, Casemiro. Pierce yourself.
No, all I want is Bruno for just stay sensible.
All right, roll out the big striker too, Sesko.
And Saka with his first run at Shaw, and him let Shaw off the hook. I tell you, boy. Well done, Casemiro. What I was saying is, if this game finished 1-0, I think more questions are going to be asked for Arsenal than praises. Because the question mark now is going to be, is Manchester United better, or is Arsenal just as bad as last year?
I wouldn't ask those questions. I would say, all right, as Manchester United gets ready for sub, they found a way to win a ball game. I will give them a little bit of grace so them are working the new transfers. But You can't make both sides a ball you up, so.
Exactly. So, but that's the thing. So thank you. Thank you for talking a little bit of sense, though. Because
well, finally, I made a point that you agree with, and you say he's talking with sense.
it makes sense.
But Rose!
Because Manu plays Fulham next week.
Sesko is on for Mount.
If Manu goes to Fulham next week and dominate Fulham, then it makes this Arsenal win look better for Arsenal. But if Manu shows up to Fulham next week and lay an egg, then you have to look back now and say, maybe Arsenal isn't as good as Arsenal think they are.
Weird. So I thought the Manchester United was putting on 2 subs.
They did.
Okay, so Sesko and Ugarte.
For Mount and Casemiro.
Mount and Casemiro. Okay, I didn't see the Casemiro. So.
Yeah. So is a lot riding on the next 30 minutes of this game. A lot. I think Manchester United, the jury will be out on them until next week. Next week, Sunday will be more telling to me.
I guess jury out for everybody till next weekend.
Well, actually, jury out for everybody for the next 4 weeks until the end of the transfer, or the next 2 weeks.
Well,
till the end of the transfer.
Everybody except West Ham. Jury already come in.
And yeah, the jury come in for West Ham. I think the jury already came in for Man City and Liverpool. They are as advertised. I think questions remain for Chelsea. Questions remain for Arsenal based on the next 30 minutes. And
I will give my Man City questions later on at 5 p.m. Eastern Time during our Ball Chat Weekly. Football Family, Ball Chat Weekly, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Jamaica time, midnight to Africa. And Junior said what? 10 p.m. UK time.
Okay. Ball!
Bring your ballers and bugs.
That's a penalty, ref! Ref, that's a penalty! The ball!
Let's see a VAR. Hand away from him body.
Hold the hand for the away from him body.
I guess, is there any defense that where I'm supposed to put him on?
The man kicked the ball for the man.
Doesn't seem VAR is interested at all, Junior.
No, they're not. It would have been a soft penalty, to be honest. You see, I can be objective.
BM says the VAR, well, you know you won't get the call. The VAR, thank you for pointing out the objectivity, Junior. We'll keep track of them. The commentator, BM says the commentator said that since Fergie retired, Man United spent $1 billion on strikers. Only have scored 20 goals for the club. What a club love wastes money. Junior, can you list the amount, the money spent on the $1 billion worth of strikers? This would be the objectivity that we need here at Ball Chat, our BCN Sports.
Okay.
What is it? Lukaku? Who else?
Lukaku, Cavani. What a turn! Take me, boy! Take me in! Score the goal, youth! Score the goal! Penalty! Ref! Ref!
Good turn, though. Good creation from Cunha. Good creating work from Cunha. Wait, so what? You call for penalty for what? For Mbomo? You see man to himself. Michelle says more like what clock. Very innocuous. Gun stick, water gun. Water clock. Water gun stick. Junior, what going with the water gun over, so? Those are Michelle words. Talk about penalty. Definitely not a penalty.
Why am I side unlucky?
Injury, Ben White getting a bit of treatment there from
Hey, you know why Ben White injured? Could have cut him out of hamstring. Yo,
all right, so
could have chopped him out
Matthias
of
Cunha,
hamstring.
and so this is the Matthias Cunha now. What Matthias Cunha get involved in all that?
Love it. Love it.
Brethren, move
Love it.
up from the man, player, brother.
Love it. Love it.
Why
Let
am
me
I
tell you
point up
something.
him finger in a man face? Bad man things.
Yes.
Cunha have gotten a few
Welcome
cards
back
in
to
the face.
Manchester United. See, hey, look about Odegaard. Look about Odegaard. I say, brother, no, you talk to you know. You think I'm Bruno this?
And why is Matthias Cunha putting his hand on the referee? You notice Gabriel entered the chat door. Gabriel said, Bregin, move from here, sir. Move from here, sir.
But Gabriel a soft soap, man.
As lock shop time, well, Timber and Jurian Timber, Jurian Timber and Louis Scaly coming on. So wait, no and Waneri and Matthias Cunha still talking to Ben White.
They've come off of the field, man. Take your chopper and come off of the field.
So no
out there
Waneri.
hamstring.
Well, no Waneri. Well, how many subs are there? One left?
Arteta is an idiot, coach.
Junior, you will not disrespect Mikel Arteta, the guy that you have been the lead cheerleader on the bandwagon for the last 4 years, all right?
And you get a chance to beat up either Manchester. Look, the next time Arsenal's Man U, it's going to be harder, you know.
I suspect it could be easier. Who knows?
You're crazy. You're mad.
Julian Timber on. BM says, I am not impressed with Mbomo at all. I am not impressed either, but it's probably early warm. I figure he probably need a few games to kind of shake some of LBs.
But I don't know what else you want.
All right, listen, Mbomo at Brentford. Open space, done people. Done people when he was playing with Wizard. This is Mbomo we are saying it's like a watered down version.
I will not
based on today, which we need more data points.
This year I am not going into the week to week psychosis. Because this will give with PTSD.
You doing
in the next 10 minutes,
month analysis, month psychosis, what go on?
Because in the next 10 minutes, to me, Mbomo has looked more threatening than Cunha. And
than Matthias Cunha.
But unfortunately, he's not converting. So he could have done better and team with a chance. See it? Jesus, good save you. Right on cue.
Finally decided to come to the party. But who drove the ball?
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you that Mbomo is having a good game. That's the point I'm trying to make. He's just been a little bit unfortunate.
But you didn't compare him to Matthias Cunha.
Yes, I think Mbomo is having a better game than Cunha. Mbomo has been
get Shandy Buckler and fling off for you over there. Michelle says great save.
They both look the part. They both look the part, and they both are applying themselves well. And I think it would be unfortunate for Man U at this point to not come out of this game with at least a point. Because they're playing well. But to sit down and say Mbomo has been disappointed, no. I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I would say he's been unlucky.
1-0.
Disappointing is a stretch.
1-0. 15 minutes remaining in the football game. I will be keeping my eyes on this Sesko guy for the next 15 minutes or so. Maybe he will get match fit soon.
Why Gabriel soft like putty? Any little touch, bloop. But it's a foul. But Saliba doing the same to the Bayinda if that's a foul. Okay.
See, 5 p.m. ball chat weekly roundup of English Premier League, La Liga. Of course, La Liga weekend. Marcus Rashford officially registered and made his Barcelona debut yesterday. We'll discuss all things football at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Leon Bailey, Jamaica's Leon Bailey potentially on the way to AS Roma in the Scudetto. We get the latest on that potential move at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Prime Minister says, I don't know what else you're asking for from Mboma. He's making things happen.
Exactly. I don't know what to them, Prime Minister. Them talking madness, rubbish.
And what I'm asking from Mboma is top shelf creativity as he displayed at Brentford with a couple goals from there. BM says, speaking of Rashford, who saw that terrible miss? We will not speak of that terrible miss, BM.
Da-da-dee.
Speaking of Rashford, my TV went out during that terrible miss, BM.
And we said we are being objective, right?
Not when it comes to Rashford and Barcelona. Rashford has done so many great things for the community. I will stash the objectivity away and always support him while he's at Football Club Barcelona.
Oh, mad. Come on, man. Yo,
Come on, Diallo. Cuts inside. Huh?
You know, Kai Havertz very well might score in the next 15 minutes as Man U chase the game. But I think the Manchester United defenders have breathed a sigh of relief when Kai come on. Because if you notice, Odegaard is now playing as a highest guy.
Gyökeres did move out.
Gyökeres, I don't think Gyökeres had a terrible game either. I think, I don't know, but I guess we look at the game differently. I guess I'm getting older.
Yeah, I mean, we all do. What? So what? Rice drop back deeper now, right?
Yeah.
Besides Zubimendi.
It's almost like Arsenal is saying, come and score if you can.
Well, they did have, the best defense last year in the Premier League. So, I mean, they want to keep what they have. And I think the substitutions...
Yeah, but that did not translate...
I saw that? Ooh!
That did not translate to anything for them last year, though, right?
Translate to them number 2.
You know, I was trying to figure out who Jose was talking about when Jose talked about coaches doing the same thing over and over and thinking it's going to change. I think it's Arteta is throwing word at them. Because
it's
what you just described
it's too early in the new season to pull out Jose Mourinho Jr.
No, but you kind of just described what Jose just said. Because this is a new season. Arsenal needs to win this game more than the way that they are winning it right now to kind of release the tension around them. Because there's tension around this. There's tension around both teams. If Man U had come on and get run off the field, you will hear people talking about Ruben out right now, right? It will be Amarin out. Amarin is not the guy, blah, 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 blah. Right now, the questions that remain for both the questions that were around both teams at the start still remain. As we now see Manchester United putting on their great winger, Harry Dino Maguire.
Need a goal, Junior. Prime Minister said I might have Madueke and toes. I think Madueke probably never did plan to do all this defending when he signed for Arsenal.
It's just crazy to me. It is. That's the thing now. What I said, Arteta has to get out the way. Because this, Lord of mercy.
Wait, and we have no data. What go on with the AI? Come like the AI crash.
Yo, because you got to just literally pass. You got to just literally pass the ball to Kai.
Yo, I said no data.
Yo, because the AI sports is like, what the hell just happened? Why you got to pass the ball so comfortably to Kai?
Yeah, hey, look, Harry Maguire for taking salad. I leg of the baller.
Yo.
Fridge need for taking salad. I leg of the baller. Why? It's another year of questions about the Arsenal Football Club.
But that's the thing, that no questions got answered in this game.
Countryman says they give these Arsenal players run before the match. Their passes are off bad.
I don't care if Arsenal win 2-0 now.
The man drink before the ball game, Countryman. Go ahead, Junior.
I don't care. Right now, I've seen enough. I only care about the Fulham game now. As a Manchester United fan. Why?
Arsenal with another substitution. Corner kick. Moreno's coming on. Mikel Moreno's coming on for us now. Declan Rice race is run. BM says Sesko wasn't outstanding in the Bundesliga. He's definitely not a 7 million euro player. I think that 70 million, not a 70 million euro player. I think it's potential junior. He's 22.
It's potential. I think. Look.
I think we heard the same thing about Xerxes and Hodgland, right?
Give them time. Just give them time. Give them. Let's give the transfers some time.
And BM says I can see him struggling in the EPL. He better learn fast.
Let's give them time. Let's not.
BM, we're asking for giving Sesko. Well, not we. Manchester United faithful fans. Well, BM's a Man United fan, so. BM has seen enough.
Why, Benton? I kind of feel like 5th place is a possibility for Man U, you know.
I mean, so the question though is that, the goals, granted, they did create a lot of chances. At the end of the day, you still need to score some goals.
Yeah.
So, the BM is quite ironic that we just talked about, BM just mentioned Sesko. So, And Cunha and Mboma both will score goals. So, I mean, both of them are goal scorers. So, and when all fails, you can always go to fridge.
Yeah.
I am very curious why one year in the on the field.
Man, you have 62% possession.
Why are 62?
Huh?
At 62. Why 1 year is not on the field? I thought it's 62% possession. Massive domination still.
Yes, 62%. 16 shot attempts, 6 on goal. Look, we just
You're lucky I know David Ray a run clock. Brethren, so what's a run clock against a bug side, brother? Come on. El Pistolero said Man United deserves something from this game. Yeah, fair enough. They deserve a point from the game. Definitely been outstanding. An outstanding display, but you have to go score a goal, El Pistolero. Somebody have to go score a thing for them. Maybe this is the indication of what to come for Man United. Play well all year and can't score no goal. Granted, Sesko just reached, so we can't make them sort of conclusions yet, you know. And the Manchester United fan behind you timmering and say, yo, Fossey, get the ball in. Arsenal leading as we push towards the 98th minute. A goal scored in the 13th minute by Calafiori. Tomorrow, Leeds versus Everton as Leeds makes their return to the Premier League. Yo, Madueke, I just defend Madueke, I defend. Me never know say Madueke could have defend so. I didn't see this defensive responsibility, defensive commitment at Chelsea. Because he's pretty much in Lewis Scaly's lap.
Jesus, peace. Why you got I see why Ruben itself you got it to PSG. Remember Ruben is selling to PSG, you know.
What? He used to coach about the Portuguese. I guess we got to probably say, boy, this a brother rich dog, now me supper. I'll be on the move again. Just when me buy a house and land and collect a big money. So brother you reach and now me on the move again. Really been impressed with Euro in this football game.
Yeah, I remember I called it from earlier about Lenny Euro. That brother.
I can see why Real Madrid was interested.
There's a butterfly effect to his transfer decision. Goal! Ref!
And this is what you worry about, like when you have a 1-0 lead, you know. Junior gone, ref should I give a penalty account to Junior? I think. Sesko control the ball, youth.
Hurry! Beat him, Harry!
Arsenal under immense pressure. Acha? Wow. And nah, man, look how Lenny Euro, the 90th minute, at outwork Saka. Come on, Arsenal fitness need to get sorted out.
That's a penalty.
I need to see the replay. Let's see here.
That's a clear penalty.
Yeah, him kick him foot before. Him yeah.
That's a clear penalty.
Him kick him foot. Him kick his left foot. Saliba kicked his foot. Saliba kick his left foot. Saliba definitely kick his left foot. So wait, VAR not even look upon this.
The same man that fouled the goalkeeper give up the penalty.
No, wait. No, hold on. Of course I don't have the audio coverage on. What are they saying? I mean, why that wasn't reviewed? Why you have VAR? I mean,
It's a clear penalty. Come on, man.
gotcha.
Very good block by Dillit. Very good block.
Countryman said him I give Manchester United every minute to score, every chance to
You know what annoys me sometimes?
Tell us how you really feel, Junior.
You see, Manchester United, I think people grew up really annoyed by Manchester United's dominance. That
of course.
when them get a chance, they can levy some form of a unfair criticism.
Right, that's a foul by Julian Timber.
That should be a red card.
Or is it Lewis Skelly?
Lewis Skelly. But that should be a red card. It is.
And Arsenal look just kind of reckless down the stretch. Against a bug side.
Curious to know how long this bug side argument going last, because
well, when them start win some football games, we'll eliminate the bug side argument.
assuming this is going to be the norm this year, I'm going to argue that Man U will have a very good end of the season.
Ball Chat Weekly, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll wrap up this game and all things English Premier League over the weekend. High level conversation. Bring your ballers and bugs. Yo, Mikel Arteta, first weekend, brother. You can't sweat already. Come on. How much water you gonna drink? Excellent display by Manchester United. A few calls definitely went against them. As El Pistolero said, they did enough to get something out of this football game. Arsenal. BM says I cannot believe this. Yeah, that if you're referring to the kick by Saliba, that's a penalty. And VAR didn't even look at it. That's the thing I don't understand. Or if they did, it was quickly.
I don't fall apart, fridge. Oh, what the box?
Corner kick. Madueke. Yo, Madueke, I guess I think Bayern there saved that. All right. All over. 1-0 Arsenal. Junior talked. Well, we'll wait for Junior to kind of.
No, me there. It's a lot of hypotheticals. Look at the Manchester United players' reaction.
Wait, Arsenal, man, they must celebrate 1-0.
Yeah, all right, look.
Look for Martin Odegaard. Yes.
I'm going to be very rash, prickly, and don't take any offense to it.
Nah, Junior,
right?
The floor is yours.
No. But don't take any offense to what I'm about to say.
Well, I'll be offended, so let's go.
Well, you can be offended. I don't care. But all the people out there that took joy out of calling Manu a bug side and blase, you guys are now on full notice. It's one or two things that can happen coming out of this game. Manu losing the way they've lost, the players can become more motivated, more galvanized. This is looking at it glass half full. The players can feel motivated to know that we just played a very good game against a team that is expected to challenge for the Premier League title, and we'll put it all on the line, and we were unlucky not to come out with at least a point. And we can feel like very unlucky. Or you can come out of the locker room and say, it's more of the same, we're still the same bug side. The time will tell. Same thing for Arsenal. Arsenal, after this game, they can come out and say, looking at the glass half full, we went to a very tough place to play against a very good team, a very well-coached team, and found a way to win, found a way to hold on for victory. We'll get with 3 points. Now we move on to next week. Or it could be, we are still the same old Arsenal. If this was Liverpool playing against this stupid Manchester United team, it would have been a 4-0 game. Something is not right within our team. Time will tell. We can't draw any conclusions out of this. Other than Arsenal still have a chance to be an invincible this year. Manchester United cannot go undefeated this year. That's the only thing I can take out of this game. But here, we can't draw much conclusion. I think next week, this time, we might have a clearer picture of what is going on, because I said it earlier. If Man U turns up and run Fulham off the field next week, And if Man U plays against Fulham the way they played today, they are going to run Fulham off the field. I don't care where the game is. Then we will look back at this and say, you know what? Arsenal showed some kahunas coming out here and beating Man U at Old Trafford. This is a good win. So it all hinges on what happens next week.
Running through some of the comments before we wrap up for the day. Fabi says, Liverpool win and people said they weren't impressive. What would they say about this Arsenal performance? He also says this is a good win for Arsenal. They had to start with 3 points, knowing that City and Liverpool started with 3 points. BM says, so the season starts the way the last ended, in frustration. Sigh. Michelle says Arsenal with low block. Prime Minister says United unlucky not to come away without a point. All right. My assessment, post-game analysis. Yeah, impressive display by Ruben Amorim's men. Impressive display by Man United. They took the game to Arsenal. Emphatically took the game to Arsenal. And it does show a lot of promise for this Man United project. Because with a little bit more sharpening up top, aka in the clinical, in the final third, this team could score some goals. They took the game, and especially you have Old-Foot Casemiro in that midfield. Mason Mount looked really good. I thought Mason Mount looks probably the best I've seen him looking at Man United shirt in a while. So that's a positive for Man United. They will figure out the goal scoring side of things here to come. For Arsenal, I think the only positive I can say for Arsenal is there are two things. They won the football game. They took 3 points. And then secondly, defensively, they held it together. Calls went their way. I thought there probably should be a penalty. But Arsenal, brother, and I have work for you. That on a championship looking side right there, so. Thought Man City and Liverpool look very good. We'll recap the rest of the weekend that was at 5 p.m. family.
Yep.
5 p.m. Unlucky Man United fans. Unlucky. Arsenal taking a 1-0 victory and we look forward to next weekend. English Premier League fully loaded back. Tomorrow Everton will play Leeds to round out. Daniel Farke, Leeds versus David Moyes, Everton. Yo, I hate that, you know.
People, 5 o'clock again, 5 o'clock right here. We have a special guest coming on. Forward, I bet that. I mean, I 3 hours show, you know. I'd make you know that fun now.
Yeah, well, it's the people show. So we're not doing 3 hours. We're going to give the people them enough and then take ourselves.
Yeah.
5 o'clock later. Connect with us on Instagram or on whatever social media platform, Ball Chat, podcast, or BCN Sports. We're also on Blue Sky. We're also on Facebook, Ball Chat, and BCN Sports, I think. Yo,